Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be flying the FA18 and practicing some carrier landings, and to make it more stressful we're going to do it at night. So right now we're getting the wings unfolded and everything set up. We're going to go into our checklist menu here and check our weight. We should be below 44,000 pounds, so we'll need 16 degrees of trim. And let there be light. So we can start taxiing now. Head over to the catapult to get hooked up. Now, being at night, there really isn't a lot to see. A whole lot of pitch black and the HUD symbology and some of the internal instruments, and that's about it. And we should be lined up, so we'll drop our launch bar and get put in tension here. And we're about to launch, and when we do I'll probably just skip ahead because all you're going to see is nothing for minutes.
Airborne. 454. Radar contact. Altimeter 2992. Airborne.
So here we are about 4 miles from the carrier on approach, and as you can see, you can't see anything. So looking at the ILS system, it says we should be coming left a bit, and I am of course ignoring this, thinking I can just, do it the old school way of, oh look, there's the carrier, I'll just point at it. And we're about to find out that this does not work that great at night. And I think I have the course line input wrong. It should be 050, and looking at it, it looks more like 005. So we can't go off of that. Normally you could, but I messed up. Not to worry, I'm positive we'll get some landings in, but of course, I'm going to be making mistakes. So we're less than a mile from the carrier, and as you can see, you still can't hardly see anything. That little green blip is, I believe, the bubble that lets you know if you're high or low. And now I finally see the carrier, and yeah, I am not quite at the right angle, and we do not get a good trap. So back around we go. Alright, attempt number 2, and we're around 3 miles away. And I am still not using the ILS like I should be. Looking at the HSI, it looks like I'm trying to use the course line, which was not entered correctly, so it is not going to work. You can kind of see the carrier there. As we're about to find out, things are not right. I mean, it looks like I can see the bubble, and there were some lights, and they just went out. And as we can now see, yeah, I was way off the mark there. Back around for another try. So we're 4 miles out on approach, and this time I'm using the ILS system. As you can see, that long sort of horizontal and vertical bar there, where the velocity vector is, it's the circle. That's where I should be aiming at. And as you can see in the bottom right there, the course line on the HSI is not pointing where it should be. So yeah, we're just going to ignore that from now on. Or I could take a minute to fix it, but I think I'll just stick with the ILS. And there's the carrier slowly getting closer. So I think our approach looks good, but we didn't get a good trap. Back around we go. Here we are about 5 miles out, and as you can see, you just can't see the carrier at all. But using the ILS, it should line us up. And I can now just barely start to make the carrier out. We just have to trust the ILS system to get us lined up, and I can see the ball on the carrier there, and it's green, and I believe our glide slope or angle of attack indicator looks like we're on good approach. Although I'm not seeing the carrier's landing strip lights on. I wonder if the crew's thinking, this guy can't figure it out. Let's just let natural selection take its course. Okay, cross your fingers.
454. Taxi to parking area.
Alright, good trap that time, but I need a little bit of a break. Alright, we're back, and I restarted the mission. This is just a little different angle of the wings unfolding here as we get set up. I'm going to pop my kneeboard up here to get the TACAN and ILS numbers to get entered. I did do this the first run through, just didn't show it on video. And I think I'm going to adjust the brightness of my HUD and instruments because they're kind of washing things out, making the carrier even harder to see. Once again, we're going to drop the launch bar, get put in tension.
Airborne.
And as you can see this time, I did remember to turn on the exterior lights. So we're around 1.5 miles out, on a good approach. ILS is lined up. And once again, I put the course in wrong. Yeah, I need a lot more practice. Hey, we got a good trap that time. I think taxi over to the catapult. We'll try one more. Although I think we're still caught on the cable. So we'll have to get a little thrust and spring back, and then it should release the cable. Alright, we're back at the catapult, getting hooked back up, putting back in tension.
Request takeoff.
Fort 5-4. You are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.93.
So that time, I decided to use the radio, as I was trying to do some landing earlier. It was giving me issues. Unfortunately, I don't currently own the Super Carrier module, and as you can see, our carrier's a ghost carrier. There's no crew, and the radio is very limited. Alright, our approach looks good. ILS is lined up, the ball is green, and our AOA indicator, which is those two oranges half circles to the left, aren't blinking, and they're not saying we're high or low, so we should be good. Oh, and I did reduce the HUD brightness a little bit more, just so I could see the carrier better. We got a good trap, but I think something went wrong. There's that warning again. And the landing lever is glowing red. And there's another warning. I may have broken the landing gear. Yep, you can see the wheels canted in there. I landed kind of hard. So I think with that, I'm just going to park and bring the video to an end. This has been very stressful, but, you know, still fun. Hope everyone enjoyed, and until next time. Thank you.